Tales of Hawkins, issue number 1. This is a new 4-part miniseries, Stranger Things comic series by Dark Horse. Dark Horse, actually, if you don't know, publishes a shit ton of Stranger Things comics. I haven't read through them and gone through them, but I will at some point do that. I definitely want to. This is an interesting story, though, because unlike all the other Stranger Things comics, which they're either prequels or in between stories or whatever, that follow our main cast from the show, these follow a completely different cast of the show. In fact, uh, this one right here just follows these two guys here on the front. They're hunters on the woods. They come across the Demogorgon, and actually Will comes across them in the comic, at least this issue of it, and both of them die. That's all that happens in the comic. It's kind of actually a weak first issue because, like, when you think of other characters being involved in the Stranger Things universe, you're like, okay, what are some characters going to be thinking about or seeing? It just, I don't feel like they did enough with that concept, right? Because there's a lot of weird crap that happens in the show. I don't know how a normal person would react to it who doesn't know all the details like our characters do. I kind of want to see that. I kind of want to see, like, hey, what if someone witnessed 11 user powers? What would they think? These sort of stories. I don't feel like they did enough in this first issue with that concept. And I also think it's weird to have Will nonchalantly in the comic, like, come across this dude who's dying and not be freakishly traumatized. I feel like that's weird. I do think most of these comics are pretty good at tying into the show, but it just felt like this one just felt kind of off to me. I enjoyed the story. I guess I would have to see all 4 issues to kind of see if, like, is this an ongoing story or is it just like random characters that you meet along the way? I don't know. I'm guessing they're not all going to connect considering both of these dudes die in the spoilers for the book, I guess, but really there's not much to spoil. It's pretty. I mean, even the way it's like laid out and bloodier in the cover, you can kind of tell what's gonna happen. But it's interesting. I enjoyed this issue though. I think it's definitely worth a read. I just don't think it's the strongest out of all the Stranger Things comics I've read, which is only like a couple. But yeah.